Hello, this is Bridget Brown with Divine Essentials. I'm going to try this again. First the dog was drinking, then she peed off of her pad, so I had to deal with that. Then I put them up here and they're scratching, and then I started the reading and I dropped half the deck on the floor. So there could be some chaos in your life or delays in your life at this time. Frustration in your life. I've noticed tonight my dogs have been extra frustrating. Just wanting extra shit, like not doing the normal routine, being like, do something extra, and I'm like, what do you want? I don't know what extra you want right now. So you could be feeling that way in your life, like just that there's like delays, frustrations, chaos. Three of Wands could be like, again, I've been endlessly waiting for something good, or I've been endlessly waiting for change, or I've been endlessly waiting for something to start, or just endlessly waiting and feeling like you're juggling way too much stuff. Way too many things are going on, way too many distractions are going on, lots of stuff kind of just manifesting in weird ways. And this could also be who you're asking about. If you're asking about a particular person, there could be things in their way. They're like, you know, I want my 10 of Pentacles. I know I deserve it. I know a lot of people have had delays in their joy, their happiness, their health, their wealth, their love, their whatever. And it's like, it's gotta be coming, right? Like, I gotta be getting close. And it could feel like just being like elusive, you know. And with the Hermit, I feel like people could be even at this point like becoming a little depressed or reserved and just like wanting to give up. And with the Page of Air, somebody could be you know, trying to figure out what's going on with you at this time, and trying to figure out like where you're standing with things. I'm seeing the Death card here, so there could be a lot of transformation going on around you and around whoever you're asking about. And when transformation comes, chaos can be manifested there too, just dependent upon how you deal with change, how you deal with transformation. Not everybody does well with it because we get used to what is, okay? And then the 10 of Pentacles is here again, so I feel like whatever transformation you're going through right now, it is aligning you to the 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles is the one that comes right before the 10. So we have to be able to get here to get there, you know. It's like a stepping stone, a process. So this is single, sexy, confident, independent, pre-emperor, pre-empress energy. You know, when you become the emperor and empress, it's like you've hit that place of like, okay, I've got it all together. But when you're here, you're basically there. The only thing that's missing is that final piece that's in your mind, which is, again, subjective within reality. Like, if your idea of your happily ever after, your 10 of Pentacles, your ultimate fulfillment, your dream life, that's going to look different among us. Like, somebody may want kids, somebody may not. Somebody may want to get married, somebody may not. Somebody may want to live in a particular area, somebody may want to live in another particular area. That would be this, right? So it's like you're one step away. You're very close. And with the 6 of Cups, that one thing away could just be the reconciliation. And your ultimate fulfillment is going to change over time, okay? Like today, your ultimate fulfillment may be to reconcile with somebody. And then you reconcile with that somebody, you're both going to have a whole new, or you will have a whole new ultimate fulfillment. All right, now we've reconciled. What is the next ultimate fulfillment? And then we acquire that. What is the next ultimate fulfillment? And then sometimes people do it on their own. That has nothing to do with reconciliation, has nothing to do with marriage. It's like, I'm going to find myself, I'm going to be empowered within myself, I'm going to get myself to that place where I can manifest the best you know, circumstances around me. I'm living in my dream home, I've got my dream career, boppity beep, and we're going to keep having bigger goals, bigger ultimate fulfillment. So I feel like destiny or the Wheel of Fortune here, like the universe is trying to help you to achieve that ultimate fulfillment at this time that you are wanting. You know, like someone's popping in my mind right now that I know that has been dealing with an ongoing situation. They live with their twin, but there's circumstances within that keeps them from being in their ultimate fulfillment of like this isn't meddling within it, and this isn't an issue within it, and bop-a-da-beep. So even if you come together and you're living with your twin flame, there's still going to be ultimate fulfillment that needs to be grasped and had. So take off the pressure of feeling like, because I feel like that's also a block for us when we think of our happily ever after, right? It feels so far away when we think of it in the terms of like this ultimate dream life, like just coming together with somebody. That's not gonna all just, here you go, now you have a magical castle and everything you could have need because this part of it is here. That's gonna be the first step to your happiness, right? Like maybe that's all you really want right now, and that's okay to admit, and that's okay to focus on, but don't let the fact that like it's not the mean that that's never gonna be. You know, try to have your goals be bigger, but also keep them focused on like one step at a time so that it's more realistic, so that you can actually acquire it without feeling so far from it. You know what I mean? Because when I think sometimes within these readings and things, we can paint a picture in our mind of like, oh, it is going to be like, and then we put way too much emphasis on just a person returning to our life or just a person in general. Like they can't be ultimate fulfillment. It's just impossible. They can be a part of it, but they're not going to be the end-all be-all of ultimate fulfillment, and you won't be that for someone else either. So it's very like ego-based to even paint that up in there, you know? Like let's create what our ultimate fulfillment is, minus even that, just so that we don't have to feel like we're missing something forever if that doesn't manifest. We take the pressure off, we release it, we surrender, we allow what is meant to be. And you know, we have patience with things too. It takes time to become the Empress. It takes time to become the Emperor. It takes time to find our happiness and our joy, especially when we've been suffering or struggling or focused on the lack of, or the presence of someone not being present. If we paint that up into our ultimate fulfillment, and then our ultimate fulfillment is such a big castle on top of a hill, it's going to make it impossible for us to reach it. Okay, so get vulnerable with yourself and authentic with yourself about what truly makes you happy. Follow your intuition and walk away from the stuff that's not supporting this, okay? Because that's going to keep you leaving out in that 5 of Cups or in that 7 of Cups, those illusions, those distractions, that emotional sadness, the depression, and the fears and the doubts and the insecurities, and just like these big walls that keep you from manifesting into an emperor or an empress. You know, we have to be realistic and also independent, and also overcome our anxiety, our fears, our sleepless nights. We've got to make these decisions in our mind and get clear about our ultimate fulfillment and our desires, and vulnerable with ourselves enough to admit them. Because sometimes that's a block too. It's like, I don't really care, I don't need him. And it's like, well, you may want him though. Do you want him to be a part of your ultimate fulfillment? Okay. So like, let's look at the things and how you're going to get there. Like, if you're sad and depressed and you're not doing anything and you're not going anywhere and you're like just sad and you're always focused on the lack of this thing that's not there, and it's like, I just want that to be there, and everything you're doing is reflecting the fact that it's not, then it's not ever going to be there because of what you're doing and thinking and feeling. So you've got to start to shift everything that's happening around you to become the embodiment of somebody that has that thing there, you know? What would you act like if they were there? What would you dress like if they were there? What would you do if they were there? Start doing it, you know? Are you throwing your pocketbook in the passenger seat every day? Or, like, if they were there, maybe that's not going to be what's happening. When you go places, are you, like, acting like nobody's ever going to be around you? You know, try to make space in all the places and things that you want this person to be there within, and also embody the version of you that would be present in this situation. Like, if you're always sad but you think that you would be happy with them there, try being happy so that they can manifest there, because you're creating this resistance by not allowing that to be manifested now. You know, it's a decision. You're at the fork in the road. Which way do you want to go? You want to stay in the tower of sadness and misery, or do you want to have your chariot move you quickly towards success and towards victory, towards your 2 of Cups? Become who you want to be. And take baby steps. It doesn't have to be overnight, you know. It's okay to have moments of sadness. It's okay to have moments of being lost. It's okay to have moments of self-sabotage, but we've got to overcome those sabotaging thoughts and that fear so that we can actually, you know, start to juggle the things in our life in a new way. Because the circumstances aren't going to change overnight, but the way that you navigate them, the way that you juggle these things can overnight, based off of your thoughts, based off of your actions, based off of your wording and your behaviors and all of the things that you're doing in your reality. It's up to you to decide and get fired up to take the action so that things can manifest into your world. So with the Seven of Wands, I feel like a lot of you have been protecting yourselves unknowingly or guarding yourselves unknowingly from receiving from your King of Cups. It's like you have this unconditional love, you love somebody unconditionally, but maybe you're not emanating that. Maybe you've got your guard up, maybe you were hurt, and so now there's a part of you that's like denying this or afraid to express this in the ways that you may have once been. And then I'm not saying to go back to those ways, I'm just saying to learn to be able to embody this again, because clearly you would want to give, like, if this is what you want, is the King of Cups to come give you all this emotional love, give it to yourself too. Don't cut yourself off from it entirely. Don't let the fact that they're not there giving it to you mean that you don't deserve it or that you can't receive it, because you can give it to yourself in this time, and in fact it's necessary for you to do that at this time so that someone else can come and do that. And when you start to do that, you'll start to heal, you'll start to reflect somebody that is loving themselves. If they truly love you, they'll be able to come do that, or you will learn and see that this person can't give to me what I truly deserve within love, and they're not capable, or they just don't have those emotions. So as somebody who loves myself, I'm not going to waste my time with that. I'm going to find somebody who actually does. And again, that may require patience, that may require a new mindset, that may require being romanced by someone else. It's going to be different for everybody, but it will help you to find your victory when you start to heal that part of yourself and plant those new seeds of like someone who's healthy, someone who's loved, someone who's reciprocal in these good and you know, wonderful things that you're wanting. But if you're not manifesting those things and you're not feeling those ways, it's going to be very hard for you to get those things. So 8 of Wands, I feel like some sort of action, communication, or travel is probably headed your way. Some sort of clarity is manifesting, and a new start is manifesting for a lot of you to become that Empress and to take that leap of faith into this new direction and to make a new choice about how you're juggling the circumstances in your world and what the universe is going to provide to you as a result of what you're doing, and how you're trusting your intuition, and how you're navigating these towers that you've been through, and how you're dropping the burdens and the mindset that's been keeping you locked down in the cold, so that you can choose true love, and true love can choose you, and those things can blossom into your life. Okay? So hopefully that serves you guys. Thank you very much. And Renee, namaste.